We had NPCs fighting each other, actually. Do we stay for that battle? I need to see this. Do we kind of pass on by to see? Oh, we're getting a little too close. And we are not getting shot. Ooh. Oh, no, we are getting shot. We are getting shot. We are definitely getting shot. Let's not do that. Ooh, this is rough. This is rough. Ooh, that was a bad idea. Definitely a bad idea. Why did I do that? I think he had no weapons left. Oof. I mean, I could probably tail it and get to it for sure, but okay, I don't know what got damaged or how much of things got damaged. I think most of it was either a Gatling turret or a interior turret. So I'm not too worried about the damage I took there. All right, so let's not do that. Let's head to what I was planning to do in the first place, and that's to head over to between the two eco bases right over there. All right, so that was definitely interesting. All my glass right here is peppered a little bit. Um, ooh, that's a lot of glass that I lost, so that's not a good sign, obviously. But it was smoking, so that was the interesting piece to it. I mean, the other ship might just actually be floating somewhere too, because it's lost maybe the antenna or beacon. Hard to say, but oh well. Did anything break? I don't think so. Well, this is a bad way to check, obviously. Should really check by getting in the ship and kind of sitting down. Looks like, ooh, we are in the planets a little bit, so we gotta fly out of it. All right, let's see. Damage report, nothing. Okay, it's just all the glass that's in front. Oof, what a waste of mats. That's a significant amount of glass too. Glass and interior plates is what's there. Ooh, okay. I think I would have survived. I had the shield on, actually. Maybe I should have kept the shield on. Or turned the shield on for that battle. Or the lack thereof. Yikes. Okay, so let's just get out glass. Luckily, we have a lot of glass and a lot of steel plates. I don't think we need a steel plates. It was interior plates, which I don't have any of. So let's queue up a little bit. We don't need much. But yeah, it looks like, ooh, yeah, glass is, oh, we have a lot of glass now. We could fix up the glass. We had the glass fixed up to a certain point, but not fully. So of course that's gonna not protect us very well. So let's put it all together. I don't know. Okay, there you go. I thought that one for some reason didn't get all the glass. And we're good there. Okay, we are fixed up. That ship, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's damaged to a certain point. So we could have just snuck up on it and fought it off, if anything. But of course that would be a little difficult to do. All right, I think we should be okay in terms of the ship's damage. We just gotta fix up. Oh, look at that. A little bit of it with steel plates. A little deformed. We are a bit in the moon's gravity well, which is 0.05. It's not too bad. All right, let's just get into here. All right, we are out of it now. Let's get into this base, see what we can purchase with our measly 3.5 mil. All right, we don't necessarily need a dock, but we should, I guess. Where's the side docking on this thing again? I mean, the beauty of this ship now with the extender in the front. I could just kind of do a vertical docking. That would work too. This one's gonna work out perfectly fine without extending it, to be honest, because it's right here. So the dock is gonna be right down this way, I would assume, and that should be it, or not. I think I went too low. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I got it. All right, camera or searchlight number 2. I don't know which is which if they're both labeled 2. All right, this is the one that's on top. So this one I need it so I can scout around like this. I mean, I probably am going to put a turret here anyways, or an autocannon or something similar to that fact, so I can see a little bit better. I think that's the Corvette right there. Okay. That's the drone facility 7 away. That's fine. All right, we should be okay. So this thing is in there and not connected. I didn't hit connect. What's going on? I had it pretty much perfect and I didn't hit connect. That is just ridiculous. Or maybe I bounced off of it before I was able to. Yep, I think I bounced off it before I was able to do it. Right now, I am a little off from it. Back it up again and go in. All right, so now I have no idea where it is. Right there. All right, we're in. I think that's as close as we can get it. Yep, that's not too bad. All right, let's get inside here. And of course, the lovely base that has actually things that we can take for free. All right, good to see this NPCs here as well. Let's get into the sleeping quarters. If we can. Get some ammo. Free ammo, basically. And free funds, if they have any. Ooh, 8K. That's good. Alright, so before we get there, kind of want to look at the contracts. What's around for acquisitions. Well, these are not worth it whatsoever. Okay. Search contracts. What about a nice little hauling? Nope, nothing worth it. Okay, that's fine. Store-wise, alright, what can we buy without measly money? We have a miner, which was a good comment in terms of letting me drill in this series. Instead of me building it or replacing the drill on a ship, we just buy it to be able to mine. Although that sounds like a great idea, for sure, and it would work out pretty well too. But then once I have access to a drill, it'll be a bit easier to make stuff. So I kind of rather continue to struggle a bit here. All right, so we have a cargo shutter, and I think that's a small grid. Yeah, because that's a medium cargo container. So we could buy this, but it has no weapons on here, so that's worthless. Ooh, a cruiser. But this is it does have hydrogen. 4 Gatling guns too. But 3 million just to plug this on top of my large ship for Gatling guns, which I could just make. Probably not worth it for sure. I do like this thing right here, but it's only 1 Gatling gun S1. It's gonna cost me 729 for that. Too bad they don't sell a small large ship. Or what, right here it looks like they do. But it does also have atmospheric thrusters, which is kind of pointless to us. But we ain't got 104 mil either, so That's the fun part about that. This is a pretty cool starter ship. T Iron Fade. Ooh, that looks cool. We could actually afford this. Again, this is all small grid ships. And this is a freighter. We're gonna afford this one too. House is a freighter. This is ooh, has a large thruster too. Oh, atmospheric though, but this is all atmospheric, I think, and it's armored. Ooh. But once again, I think that's a small grid. Yeah, it looks like it. This is a large grid. This would be worth it. Alright, so I guess we can't really do this. I mean, we could do the cursor, but that's the atmospheric thrust that I don't need. But I mean, we could scrap it for parts. But 3 mil for that? I feel like that's not worth it. We could do the Iron Scout. That's 729. If we buy 2 for whatever reasons and put on one on each side, that could kind of work out. But it only has 1 Gatling. I mean, it still could work out. I mean, this could be a quick little ship that could fly around too for search missions or fly to that drone facility. That's an idea too. And we could plug in a small little shield on it too. If we can, that'd be awesome. I wish this was closer to the other base because I could always buy stuff and sell it for a decent price depending on how much they sell for. Like 673, it's still profitable because I'm selling it for 575 roughly. So making more radio components and selling here will be cheap. Same with like these things too. So if it was close, it would be so much easier to do this. But it's not. So we're going to run into issues. All right. So if I did buy the Iron Scout, and it looks like it's got that 1 Gatling turret. So that feels like it's just not worth it. I could just plug in my own, if anything. But if I plugged it somewhere, it would probably be... maybe somewhere over here. Or for now, I could just plug it right up here. And put a rotor on there to attach it. Then that way we got some kind of weaponry kind of going on. Or I could attach it right down here. But though that limits the range. So we got a rotor that looks this way, and then a hinge that looks this way. I feel like I should just make my own, to be honest. I mean, this ship is looking really wrecked, but should I just buy? Should I just buy the small one for now? If I don't like it, I could always scrap it for parts. Yeah, why not? Let's just do that. Let's see what we can do with that idea. And it's fairly cheap too, so I wouldn't mind buying just one. Ion Light Scout. Alright, let's just buy it. We bought the ship. Where is it? It's right there. Now underneath the name of PPG Ion Light Scouts, which is outside of the field. Or no, it's inside the field. All right, let's see what it's equipped with. A merch block, awesome, which is kind of what we needed. It's got the Gatling. Did it come with ammo? No, it did not. So that's a bit of a problem. Got the ion. It's got an ore detector, which we don't need. And that 1 Gatling right over here. Okay, so that's not terrible, but not that great either. All right, so I'm gonna take this thing and it does have ammo. It's in the Gatling itself. All right, so that's too bad. This thing maneuvers pretty well. Let's take this outside. If I were to scrap this whole thing and sell the parts, I don't even think it's worth 700,000. I mean, it's got the ion thrust, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's gonna be that costly. And the battery, how much did you give me? A full battery is one question. You gave me, yeah, actually not too bad. It was a full battery. Okay, So we can get rid of the ore detector because we definitely don't need that. We'll place that with a block for now. And I actually like how they kind of did all this, where everything is like barely touching. I'm surprised this is not burning that out. Okay, that works. And then we have the merge block right over here, which we don't need a merge block. So we can get rid of that. Yeah, a landing gear we don't need as well, so we can get that out of the way. And the merge block out of the way. So here we could, if we want to start it out right away, we could put the rotor head right over here. Probably going to be an advanced rotor part 3x3 or something similar to that, something big. And then attach it to the rotor here. But I think I may need to do this instead. Kind of plug in an extra block just to protect the battery and everything like that. We should have it pivoted with a hinge as well. Would that be a better idea? Or yeah, I could do it that way. All right, so let me bring my ship out really quick. Hopefully I don't ding it as I bring it out. And I mean ding the smaller ship because it's just right outside. All right, let's just fly to the side of it. All right, so we gotta figure out where we want to put this. If we want to put it here, we could, no problem. Or do we put it back here? No, we have this in the way. We kind of have to put it over there or on the side, as we mentioned before. Kind of down here. And that would fit, although it's not going to give it much of a range in terms of the hinge. Maybe just a tad. And it will look silly having it just one there. Let's just put it here for now. We can always move it later down the line. What's over here? All right, so that's connected to a conveyor. I think that connects into not an air vent, is it? I highly doubt that. Yeah, it is connected to air vent. Okay, so it's not gonna be as kind of placed in as possible. If there's like an extra block, I just throw it on there, it would be better. But right now, it seems like I have to do this. Kind of like this. Which is like so above the whole entire thing. I really wish it could be in more, but we could just get rid of the air vent because it doesn't necessarily need it. Technically it does. Well, there's a spot for it back here. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. We don't need this. As much as we don't need the air vent. Because we could put the air vent right here by the basic assembler. And we might need to airtight this with a conveyor junction. Or we could have just used a full air vent, actually. So this is the half one. And I think we need a full one because up there it's not completely closed out. Yeah, it looks like we need to do this. There's a full air vent. And let's just do that for now because it's not airtight. Here is where we want to put the rotor. And it looks like we could cover it up too, so that's good. We could do a block here. Oh, shoot. All right, we got to build from outside in. So we could put a block right in here. Actually, we just do this. Get rid of the catwalk. Don't need that anymore. Put in the rotor in here, which the advanced rotor, I think the advanced rotor will look a little bit better in this case. We might experience, actually no. let's say we're gonna experience some clang, but we should be okay. Okay, so from here, we can go small head here. We wanted to. And then put in a hinge. A 3x3 hinge right over here. And the 3x3 hinge would be underneath this. So 3x3 hinge head. So this one, ooh, now I feel like it should just do it right in the, no, let's do that. Okay, so we'll fly this thing over, attach it, and we should be pretty good. And then we can get rid of some thrusters. We definitely don't need all that much thrusters here. All right, I forget that I don't have third-person view, so this is gonna be fun. All right, we'll just go like this. And like that. I wonder, can we attach it if we're in the shield? I feel like that's a bit on the safer side in terms of clang. So can we do that? I'm gonna fly in the safe zone. Like so. I'm kind of halfway in here. I'm gonna grab this ship. Too bad I don't see the dots for the aim. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna drive it right into here, I think. We can get it decent. Oh, almost there. Just a tad more. Oh. Alright, we're pretty much in it. Can I attach it here? In the shield? Kind of cheesy, but less clangy. Kind of worked out. Alright. So that is looking ridiculous in terms of the weaponry on it. Definitely could just add my own instead. And that would probably cost me a lot less. And we would probably want a bigger Gatling too. So a Gatling turret would have cost us actually little to nothing. Huh. But I'll leave it for now. It would probably look better if I attached it directly here, but then I can't really do much with it. I don't like that. I don't like the look that it has with the hinge. That's the biggest problem. Hmm. So this is definitely ridiculous. Even an interior turret would probably have been a little bit better. Kind of, not really. It's a little more expensive actually. It's not bad, but actually no, it's not bad at all. So we could have just loaded up with just interior turrets instead of this little ship. Yeah. So I guess that'll be fine. You know what? I should have just turned off the thrusters first. So let me detach it really quick. Go in here. And the thrusters are here. This is the Ion Scout thruster. I'm gonna just turn it off. And we'll just reattach it. Okay, so now what we need is two things. One, I think we now need to put a alright, this is not gonna work out right there. We definitely need to put a panel of some sort over there, and luckily I had a thing here I can kind of see there. Alright. We'll put a regular block. I don't think we're airtight, right? We're not. Okay. But this definitely needs some kind of panel to block that. And there we go. We're airtight now. All right, perfect. All right, we're just gonna turn you back on. And this looks like the battle stations right now. Which it technically is. I mean, we could get into here. Custom turret controller this. And move around. We definitely... Oh, we don't need the gyroscope. I mean, we'll leave it on. Because we'll just turn it off, I should say. Yeah, there you go. So we can't do too much with it. We could throw in more Gatlins if we wanted to. What's that gonna look like for us? Cost-wise, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Little metal grids here and there, so we could plop in a whole bunch if we want to do it this way. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad. Let's just do that instead of having this minimal one Gatlin. Although we do need to make some ammo for it. That's the biggest other problem that we're gonna have here. Okay, so this is a small cargo container that leads into the Gatlins. I mean, it doesn't say I have ammo in here, but it does have ammo for some reason. I don't know where the ammo's coming from, but I'll take the metal grids. Throw in some extra Gatlins here and here. And it looks like they armored up the cockpit a bit in front. Oh, with heavy armor. All right, that's pretty interesting. And the rest is light armor, which is not too bad. All right. Where is the ammo coming from? I have no idea. But I can't move this thing, but we need to put a custom turret controller somewhere. Which ideally we put it inside, not outside. Ooh, this thing took some shots. That's not good. We definitely need to put it somewhere inside for safety, if anything. Although it says you need line of sight, I think it works out fine inside, as some of you had mentioned as well. Alright, custom turret controller. What is that going to cost us? And we could put a small one if we want to be cheap. So the big one versus the small one, the very big difference. Alright, we'll just do a small one. Which we're missing detected components. 1, 2, 3. And we have everything we needed for a small one. And with the small one, we throw it on this ship. And I think we should be okay like that. I think. Hoping I could put this somewhere right there. Perfect. We'll throw it right here. We'll fix this up a little bit more. Throw that there. We'll put this like so. Oh, we ran out of steel plates. We'll get some more in the front. All right, we'll throw in that piece there. And we can just do this. Oh, no. We do this instead. Like so. All right. So there we have a custom turret controller. That means we can do it from this here. So, oh, we didn't name anything, but that's fine. Azimuth is the rotation left and right, so that's gonna be a rotor. Hinge will be up and down. We don't need a camera per se. Gatlins 1, 2, and 3 add to tools. We can enable AI if we want to. We don't have to. And then we could do control. And here, we can control our own little ship like so. And we should be able to use the Gatlins as well. I didn't see that it let me. So control. All right, we have two. Hmm. It's spinning. It's hard to aim like this though. Oh, it did shoot it in the front. Okay, so that kind of worked out. Kind of hit the ship a bit. Should put it a little closer where I can actually see it, but I can't see it like this. But it does shoot, so that works out okay. That's fine. But if I did use AI, we could even put movement on, but we're not targeting meters, no rockets. Small ship is fine. Target's fine. Stations, that's fine. Just target enemies. And I think enable target locking and target options. Right now I want to focus on weapons. I think that would be the best thing to do. All right, so we can enable AI. And that should aim at enemies and things like that. I hope. Is it set up so that it can oop, call the sun? That worked out okay. Okay, that worked nicely. I guess. So it got kind of like a fighting chair or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it sucked in the ammo. I don't know where it is. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I could just drive it like this, but I can't see where the Gatlins are, so that's the hardest part about this. But it looks okay. I mean, it just looks like a tiny little ship attached to it. So, not the greatest turret looking like thing, obviously. But I could just detach it and fly away with it too. So that's a plus on it. I feel like we could just add a little more to this. And there you go. So we could keep that as it is. I wish I could tell what ammo is using. I mean, it just uses Gatlin ammo boxes actually, which is a little expensive, as we've learned. But we can always make a few boxes of it if we definitely need it, or buy it. Either one. I mean, how much does it cost us to make? Right there, nickel. Can we just make 10? Is that even possible? Yes, we can make 10. We can load it up in there if we need to. I do see the weakness of what I just built here. So basically, it could just be shot right off of the hinge right here. And that'll be it for that. I think we should really build our own. I mean, I kind of just wanted to buy a ship just for fun. And I guess we could say we did it. But we could just load up our own turrets, custom turret controllers situation, or any other larger Gatling turrets, everything like that. Make this ship a little bit more offensive, instead of just being a punching bag at this point. Everything seems to be kind of wrecked. And we didn't even finish our refinery yet either. The refinery can sit there for a while anyways, because it's not like we need it anytime soon. We only would need it once we get the ore base. So we can refine things, but we don't even have that. We don't have a yield mod and things like that too. So that all becomes kind of pointless right this moment. But at least we got some weapons, but now threat level has increased. So how well is this gonna work for us? I don't know. We haven't traveled yet, so nothing's happened so far. But I would imagine something will happen sooner or later. All right, so let's just get going. We can get to this unknown signal for sure. We still got a lot of power, or I guess not power specifically, but hydrogen to do our traveling. But we do have to be careful about that. But we do have power too, so we should be okay. I think we have decent amount of power. So if I turn it ions and fly, yeah, 1 hour with flight. But that's not terrible. And oh, almost forgot. I need to slow down here. All right, so that's not too bad. All right, the beacons right there are the ship selling bases that were nearby. And now we got a beacon, technically, from the light ion scout. So we can find our ship again if we ever get it lost somehow. Ooh, trade merchants. Love trade merchants. Trade merchants are your friend in this scenario. $1,000 right there. Give me a free canvas and some free mats. I do need to put that mod on where you become friendly with SPRT by grinding down certain kind of abandoned bases and things like that. I mean, that's not going to happen with us here, but I mean, it's possible. I think somehow. Maybe grind down like a trade merchant and become friendly with SPRT, which is not something I want to happen. I mean, wouldn't be terrible, but not the best idea. You know what I mean? I don't know how that's gonna work, but the more enemies you have, the more fun it's gonna be in it, I guess you could say. All right, let's go our trade merchant or wandering merchant. Let's see what you got for sale. I have enough money to buy a good number of things, so that's not too bad. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. I need to find time to do some timers to take these doors down. Not down, close them when they're not in use. And also, I mean, we could do the timer or event controller. I haven't really played with the event controller too much, but that's an idea. All right, so we ourselves are pretty much wandering merchants as well, but I guess wandering trader more than a merchant because we're not really selling. Actually, we are selling stuff, but we're buying more than we're selling at this point anyway. So yeah. All right, we should slow down right about now and hope it would stop for us. I mean, I don't want to target it. It's neutral, so I don't think our Gatlings will shoot it. Yeah, it's not going to shoot it. If it shot it, oof, we're going to have some trouble. I'm trying to get as close as I can so I can buy and sell easier than what we had last time. What it would be easier if it actually had a connector so I could just connect into it. But it probably isn't going to like that. That thing has an artillery turret and some missiles, so I don't want to really necessarily mess with this thing. Did it just turn on? What just happened? All right, we are gonna chill out right over here, and if I really needed to, I would probably extend the front so I can load stuff up into the connector a little faster. All right, let's just say hi to this person here. And it looks like it was trying to talk to me, but I can't see what it's saying. So there's that. All right, please don't leave this time around. Are you flying? You are flying away. Why are you flying away? I'm flying away. Dampener's on. Off, I mean. All right, cool. You stay here. I mean, I would love to just take over the ship. This is a large grid ship, right? And it has a lot of thruster components that I can make a lot of money off of these things. By acquisition, at least. All right, so glass is selling for way too expensive. Computers cheap. Large steel tube is too expensive. Medical components. That gives us silver too if we need that. Probably not. Metal grids. They always sell the metal grids for really cheap. Metal grids at a regular store. Well, I have one data point. It was like 4 grand. This is not that bad. Here's radio compost for 516. So that's cheap. Ooh, superconductors here is super cheap. In terms of selling things, not really worth it. I mean, the bulletproof glass, we buy them for 1,000. Yeah, so that selling it at that price point, yeah, definitely rip off. Right? It's the metal grids that are like eye popping, because that's cheap. 27,350 versus my 4 grand that I have listed here. Unless I wrote that down wrong, then that's a different story. But that would give us more mats. We can't afford all of it, obviously, but should we buy some anyways? Yeah, let's buy some. I don't know how much we can buy to fit in our inventory. Looks like 150 is fine. About 200. 200 is worth it. Let's keep buying. Nope. I think that's about it. Let's just buy in tens until we run out of space. 230. All right, so that's fine. I mean, there's not much else we can buy. You can't sell anything to you because you sell things way too expensive. So, all right, we got this accomplished. And by this I mean get the little Ion Scout, nice little ship to play around with. Well, it's actually acting as my turret now, but we also need to fix up the ship a little bit because of its damages from me watching that, or me wanting to watch the dogfight up close, a little much closer. Bad idea, obviously. All right, so you can go away unless you want to get pirated. We are gonna head to somewhere else. I feel like, ooh, Triton's right there, but it doesn't have a, well, that Triton itself is a moon, so I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing to kind of travel to that point in time. Mars has Europa, which is kind of fun to do too. Mars is kind of right in the middle of everything. So do we want to just go there? Might be a good idea, but it's really far. Mars is right there. Okay. So I just needed to orient ourselves a little bit better. And yes, we started in Mars, but not in this series, but the season. Yeah, this kind of series, yes, we started in Mars. But at this point, looking for stations has been quite rough. So that's what we're trying to do here, is just look for a new station. We'll travel towards Europa. I don't want to go to Mars specifically. And then hopefully things will pop up. Maydays, economy bases along the way. That's where things are going to get interesting. But that is where the plan is. We're going to go forward. Whatever happens, happens. We have some weapons. Our threat level is up a little bit. Not significantly. So we may be running into trouble here. But that's the fun part of this anyway. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.